I was married and divorced, and I experienced physical abuse in the marriage, which led to the divorce. But at the beginning of the book, as you read it, I begin to describe my childhood. I describe, the type of family that I grew up in. And I grew up in a very ideal situation, if you will. I had a very ideal relationship with my parents. I saw a very godly marriage between my father and my mother. So I had a very sort of sheltered upbringing, if you will. And as you read the book, you begin to understand how I could make the decision to marry my ex-husband. The key takeaway I want for every reader, whether male or female, is that you are created in the image of the Most High God. The Creator created you so that you could create. And anything that stifles your creativity, stifles you from fulfilling your purpose and from being your best self, that's not something that you need in your life, or that is not someone you need in your life. I want you to know, or the reader to know, that you are made in the image of God. His imprint is on you. Therefore, you are not to be devalued. You are not to be abused. You are not to be cursed at. The Bible is very clear that blessings and curses cannot come out of the same mouth. And because I know who I was and whose I was, I knew enough that what I had experienced was not God's best. And so I had a moment, with God as I was praying, and I said to myself, what about the woman who did not have a father affirm her? What about the woman that all she's seen is abuse? What about the woman who doesn't know that a man calling you out of your name is not God's best for you? I firmly believe that if a man or woman cannot speak to you in a respectful way, then they don't get to talk to me at all. So if you are speaking to me in a way that's less than God's best, you don't get to hold a conversation with me. And so I think that if women would hold themselves and hold their potential partners to a high standard, I think some of the abuse, whether it's physical or emotional or verbal abuse, they would not experience it. I firmly believe that we train people how to treat us. And I believe that men, this is particularly for women, men will rise to the standard you set for them. So if you set the standard that he can talk to you any old kind of way, that's what he'll do. So I pray that as you read, is he spiritual, that you'll be able to answer the question in the affirmative if you're already married or if you're contemplating marriage. So be blessed. And know that if you have to sort of part ways, just know that, some people can be replaced.